Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Today, we are being joined by a wonderful person who's out here to share his experience and wisdom, and he would enlighten all of us in the right way because he has had lots of experiences, the good, the bad, and of course, the ones where he had to learn a lot in a different way. And he is set out to bring about a beautiful change in the lives of the youngsters, the middle-aged, and senior citizens. Join us, friends, to welcome our celebrity and guest. He's Mr. S.Nagalingam, joining us all the way from Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon,
Thank
sir.
you
Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity like this.
It's our pleasure to have you, sir. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation to the International Fab Talks. It's always a day of joy when someone says yes to the International Fab Talks because we respect their experience and wisdom. What all they have learned, we are here to share it with us and let us also bloom in life. Sir, with your permission, I go ahead and share your profile quickly and then we start the session.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. My dear friends, our celebrity and guest is, as I earlier mentioned, is Mr. S.Nagalingam IRS retired. Above all, he's called as Appa, lovingly called as Appa. So that you have to relate, all of you. You can get a lot from this one because he is considered to be as a father figure for many people. And they love him for who he is and what he means to the world. He's also the wonderful founder and head coach of Nikhil Foundation. And dear friends, I'd like to add more to Sir's profile. Let's go deeply into Sir's profile. Sir is a former Assistant Commissioner of GST and Central Excise, a member and certified international trainer of JCI India. He completed his graduation in mathematics, law, and post-graduation in management sociology and psychology as well. In management, sociology, and psychology. That's really nice. When you say psychology, you get to know yourself and others as well. And Sir has written 4 training manuals on speechcraft, chairmanship, parliamentary procedure, empower to exceed, and Millennium Memory for JCI India. He founded the Nikhil Foundation in memory of his second son, who tragically lost his life in an accident. And he has started this foundation and has till date empowered and enlightened 260,000 plus individuals. They are called as the underprivileged students so far through this beautiful foundation. And it is a one-day foundation course. I put it in the right way. This foundation, like, it focuses on one-day life skill training or one-day life skill educational program where the entire day the children get to learn how to focus on life, how to build a beautiful life, and much more. We'll get to know about it. Sir has been also awarded and recognized for all the work that he has done till date. The outstanding trainer of JCI India, outstanding director trainer of National Academy of Customs, Excise and Narcotics, Pitamagar of Zone 18, JCI India, master trainer of GST Day recognition in 2018 by the Principal Chief Commissioner Tamilnadu and Pondicherry, Professional Excellence Award by Rotary Club of Madurai West, Asian Book of Records, etc. Sir is also a wonderful author. He authored 10 personality development books in Tamil and 11 in English. Wow, that's great, sir. And he's a pilot trainer of JCI India Zone, trainer workshops, focusing on trainer workshops, speechcraft, chairmanship, and parliamentary procedure, as I mentioned earlier, trainers update, etc. Co-faculty for the National Train the Trainer Seminar. That's wonderful. Corporate trainer specialized in emotional intelligence. This is what we all need to know. When you can control your emotions, you become a superhero. So, it's focusing on specializing in emotional intelligence, memory skill, and stress management. Sir is the project coordinator cum trainer for Project Prem Kumar of Rotary District 3212 and conducted 45 phases in schools and colleges titled Breathe Reading to develop reading habits among the students. Sir is happily married to the late Srimati R. Malarkudi, IRS retired, and blessed with 2 sons, Soundar and Nikhileshwaran. And Srimati Jayapriya Harshini is the daughter-in-law, and Arasi, the little girl, she is the granddaughter, and the subsequent additions to the family. And Sir is very blessed and happy in his own space and has accepted life and is continuing with this beautiful journey. He wants to give back to humanity because he knows the meaning of true love, true understanding, and true compassion. So, dear friends, let's get to know more about Sir's life as to how people love him so much and why is he called as Appa and all about his life journey. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir. That's very impressive to know about your profile, sir. Although there was some type of a tragedy that you had to face, nevertheless, you've become a superhero now. You've been facing it with lots of courage. You did not react to the situation. You began to respond in the right way and give back to the society in a large way. So now I've shared your profile in a brief way. People, all of them, especially those who love you so much, they would want to hear from you as to who the real S. Nagalingam is or their Appa.
Actually, I hail from a lower middle class family, in fact, from a small town, Arupukotai, near Madurai. I was groomed by an elementary school teacher, in fact. Later, the game of hockey made me passionate towards that game. And that made me an university blue in the 80s. And that got me a post in the third largest central government department, like Central Board of Excise and Customs, as Inspector of Central Excise. I was posted to Rameswaram. Till now, I had a very happy, go-lucky life, I should say. But it also had some sad moments also. When I lost my second son in a road accident, really, we felt very sorry for that. In fact, myself and my wife cried nearly for 26 days, whether you believe it or not. 26 days we cried. But 27th day, we decided it no more crying. Because one book changed my life. Probably people have heard about it. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. That man is no more now. He has died 4 years back, I think. But trainer for nearly 200 of 500 Fortune 500 companies in the world. He has returned in the first habit, that's proactive. Don't react. You respond to the situation. Just to explain that, yeah, we all know Mother Teresa. When she went to a donor for asking aid, that man spit on her palm. We will normally getting irritated by that. But she had a smiling face. She said, I'm accepting this for me, but for my children, you give something else. She showed the other hand. In that hand, 1 crore was placed. Had she got irritated, had she reacted to that situation, that donation would not have come to her. She has responded to that particular situation rather than reacting to the situation. These lessons kept on itching me in my head. Nagalingam, you are reacting, you are not responding. Then 27th day, we decided, let us respond. How we can respond? Though I'm a central government officer, I have another phase of handling soft skill training for adults. Even I have had a flair of handling soft skill training program for school children. So I thought, why not we continue that, especially for the underprivileged schools, those who are with government and aided schools. I asked my friends and students whether you are willing. They said yes. Then that is the history of Nikhil Foundation. Till now, we are continuing it. Nearly 260,000 children we have empowered so far through our one-day life skill education program. In fact, we have got 2 phases in that. One is called Vallamai Kanir. That means we handle program for 9th standard and above. It covers self-analysis. Like in managerial parlance, they say SWOT analysis. Your own strengths, your own weakness, your own opportunities and threats. Like that, the first topic is self-analysis. Then we train them on goal setting, because goal setting is very important. And children of that caliber, they may not be knowing all these things. So we implant the idea of goal setting in them. But all this goal setting and self-analysis, everything is within you. How it goes to others. Even Jesus said, ask others, otherwise you will not get anything. So we train them on communication, their body language, their listening skills, their written communication, warning. And fourth one, these 3 topics are user-friendly, I should say. We cover all the topics with user-friendliness and user-relevant also, but user-urgent. How the student get immediate benefits? We cover memory skills. how they can have subject memory with mnemonic methods. We teach them mnemonic methods in that topic. So these 4 topics in a day we cover for students of 9th standard and above. If the school asks our services the next year, then we go for human values, decision making, time management, leadership. Again, we get a chance, then we'll go for team building, positive mental attitude, creativity, and emotional development. These are the 12 topics we cover normally for 9th standard above. For 6th standard to 8th standard, for them we cover 5 values. In fact, the World Health Organization said there are 10 things to be covered for these younger ones. We divided 1 or 2 topics. We selected these 5, like 5 values: love, responsibility, honesty, empathy, cooperation. And we trained them skills also. That is deep thinking, creative thinking, appreciation, listening, emotional. Why deep thinking? Because we used to ask the children, in a cup of coffee, how many persons would have toiled to get the coffee into your hands? Normally they say 10 people, 12 people. Then we'll ask them to think deeply. Go to the field. Because if they have cow, they get milk, the cow need grass. So you should go there. And tea plantation you have to go. Factories you have to go. And the cup, it will manufactured by a factory. So nearly in a cup, there is a statistics. It says 8,000 people work is there in 1 cup of coffee. When you make children understand or go through this deep thinking, at least they'll have a changing perception in their approach to life. And appreciation. Nowadays, nobody is appreciating others. Only pseudo appreciation we get from the NGOs like JCI's, Lions, Rotary. But real family appreciation. Husband never appreciates wife. Husband, of course, condemns wife. This is not right. This food is not right. All these things he says. But appreciating, very few men are appreciating their wives. Otherwise, people are not. I'm eating sumptuously. Why I have to say it in words? She can understand my cooking. He is enjoying and he is taking in full. What prevents you to tell some few words? So that habit we want to inculcate in the children at this tender age, from 6th standard to 8th standard. So that's why we cover appreciation and all. Listening part, normally there is an allegation that men will not listen. So we teach listening to everyone, right? And emotional intelligence. The children are emotional. Recently, I went to my granddaughter's school. They had a quality circle meeting. My granddaughter was part of a group that discussed the gadget's influence is more, how it can be reduced. The children are telling good reasons. Gadgets, it is worst. We are not supposed to do it. We should go for recreation. We should go for exercise. We should go for reading. All these things they say. Then I asked one question to that particular group. How many of you are eating while having the gadget in hand? Out of the 12, 9 raised their hands. They know, but they won't do because they are emotional. We have to understand. It's a tender age, they are emotional. But they have the rational idea that this is wrong. But the rational idea will not allow them to follow. Emotion will push them to go through the gadgets. So that's why we cover emotional intelligence at that age. Though I learned it very late. Daniel Goleman, they say only in the 1980s, he spoke about emotional intelligence. That is the words coined by him. But I go by scriptures and literature in Tamil. Nilayil Thiriyadu Adangiyan Thotram Malayin Manapiru. One is equanimous. He is taller than a hillock. That's what Sage Thiruvalur says. But the coinage, Daniel Goleman takes credit. But many poems are there to advise us to be equanimous, not to lose our emotion. Don't go for mood swings. Everything is already told in the literature. That we are taking it and telling the children. So this is in Tirukkural. Why not we follow? Right? And my life, I look back. I'm a happy individual. Of course, the saddest moment, I lost my second son. And yet another saddest moment I had, I lost my lady love. That is my wife. She was my lady love before the marriage. And even after she was my lady love. The greatest gift, normally used to ask, The greatest gift I ever got was her love, unquestionable love towards her husband. That was, I lost her 4 years back. Again, the 6th day, we had to have a program at Pondicherry. Very 6th day of her demise, people, relatives advised me not to go. For 30 days, you have to be in the house itself. You have to mourn for the death of your wife. You are not supposed to go out. I thought 800 students will be waiting there for me. Whether to address those 800 students or to mourn the death of my lady love, I thought my lady love will also appreciate me if I go there. I was able to go there. I addressed the students despite resistance from my friends and relatives. I went to Pondicherry, traveled one night from Madurai to Pondicherry. I handled the program and came back. Even now, I think she is with me, but she is not with me. It's like a Tamil film joke. She's there, but she is not there. But she was the greatest support for me to run the foundation. The family itself, we have got a lot of resistance. You are wasting money. But she was the staunch supporter for her husband. I never thought that I'll be missing her so much because I used to cook. I support her in the kitchen. I tell her, no, everything I'm doing, I'll not be losing you after your demise. Like that, we have chit chatted. But 16 hours, I didn't eat. But after that, I went to eat in the kitchen. Entire family is there, relatives were there in the house. But I don't like rasam. And she will not give me potato because I am diabetic. But in the dining table, there was rasam and potato. The rasam, whether you understand or not, I do not know. It's a juice, like a soup. In Tamil, it's a culture that you'll have sambar, rasam, or like that. So rasam, which I don't like, it was there in the table. Potato, she never gave me. It was there. Immediately, I understood the absence of Malarkodi, how I'm going to. But 4 years have gone. I'm doing my work. I'm doing my work towards Nikhil Foundation. This what. But I'm a very simple person. Nothing to be talked more. But I have satisfied life professionally and family wise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you very much. Although it was very an emotional moment for you to share, but you shared it with lots of courage with regard to your younger son and as well as your lady love. I like the way you put it, your lady love. That's really nice. She must be very happy today listening to you share all of this. And especially you told me about the sambar and potato that you felt that if she was here, she would not have let me have it. She wouldn't let me even see it, I think. She wouldn't keep it on the table for me. But sir, you are a very strong person, sir. You've overcome a lot of tragedies and you're strong and you're sharing that power within you, that vibe within you, the positive energy with others as well. That's really nice. And rightly people call you as Appa. That's really nice because we should look up to people like you when we face tragedies in our life, when we face ups and downs in our life. How sir has responded to the situation. We could also do that or we should do that. Wonderful, sir. So now we'll go on to your professional space. Now you are an official, IRS retired official. Could you just enlighten us as to what was your post over there and what was the job that you had to take over during your journey in the government department?
As I already told you that I joined the department as Inspector of Customs at Rameswaram. Nearly 2.5 years I served there at Rameswaram. I was attending to passengers. At that time, there was a ferry service between Rameswaram to Talaimana. Till 83, the ferry service was there. When the LTT problem erupts, they started the ferry, they stopped the ferry service. Till then, we were attending to the passengers, whether they go for an export or we call it like that. If they go out of the country, we call it export. If they come inside the country, we'll call it as import. So the baggages we have to evaluate and we have to assess the duty to be paid by them. That is the work, one part. And the another part, patrolling services we call. Because Rameswaram is an island, they won't import unofficially import the goods at the port. So they can unload the goods at any part of the shore. So in the night, we will go on rounds or we will go in a plastic boat in the sea and try to find out whether miscreants are coming over to the. In fact, the very third day, I had an experience. Third day, I was taken by my seniors to a nearest place, Rameswaram. We were waiting. It was a place, it was very high place. By that, we were able to look at the people at the distance. They were coming. Nearly 6 people were coming. The seniors went away, but leaving one senior with me. He was with a fully loaded rifle, pistol. It's not a pistol, it's a rifle. So difference is there. Revolver, yeah, I should say it's a revolver. Revolver means it will revolve around. Pistol means you might have seen in films. They'll insert the magazine. So it was a revolver. When they were coming nearby, they were bringing sacks. In fact, it's an important material, unofficially being smuggled into India. He started firing. All the 6 rounds have gone. Now we are only 2. They are 6. Luckily, one round has touched one person's shoulder. He was like a Sylvester Stallone, muscle man, but he was shivering because of the bullet touch. We went and bed them like anything. We were not trained how to bed them, but we bed them. And luckily, seniors came after 4 hours, and we took them to the office. And we normally, when you find material like that, you will, in official parlance, they say it will be seized by the department. By seizing, you will be writing a magasar. In Hindi, they call it panchanama. Then they'll record statements also from those individuals, and they'll prepare an arrest memo. By that, we'll take the miscreants to the court. Yeah, we'll not go to the police. We will act like a police. Arrest memo we will prepare, and we will go to the judge, get a 15 days remand, and they will be left in the jail. So very 5th day, I had an experience of how to make a seizure, how to write magasar statements, and prepare an arrest memo, and how to leave them in the jail before meeting the judicial magistrate also. In that way, it was very, I should say that I enjoyed it, though it has got little adventure. In fact, I should say one thing. I used to fear the darkness. That happened because of my reading habit. When I was studying 7th standard, I read a book, Udal Porul Anandi, they said in Tamil, written by Javar Sitaraman. It spoke about a ghost. When the ghost comes inside the house, there will be jasmine smell will come. When I was 7th standard student, when I am alone in the house, because I told my mother is a teacher, she'll come around only 7 o'clock in the night. Till then, I'll be alone in the house. My elder brother may come at any time. I used to afraid the darkness, and invariably I'll get the smell of jasmine. I had this problem for quite many years. When I joined at Rameswaram, we walked throughout the island. No bus service will be there. We will be walking around. And since we were tired, people said that we'll take rest in this place. One person will do the sentry work. Any movement is there, or others will sleep. Midnight, I woke up and just saw by my side, there was a big flame, and a body was raising in that flame. Immediately I shouted, "Hey, why are you shouting? Where did you bring us? This is Sudugaadi Tanda Kuttono, ni wearing a Kuttono. It is the place to cremate the bodies. My fear just left me by frequently exposed to the graveyard. Frequently, we go for petrol and take rest in the graveyard. That way, I got it, my fear relieved, in fact, I should say that. Okay. And 2.5 years after, I came to central excise. Exercise you pronounce. It's not pronounced as exercise. It is excise. There are 2 excise. State excise deals with liquor. You might have heard about the state government. Central government offices will not deal with liquor. Central government is central excise, they call it. That means tax will be levied on the goods which are produced in India or manufactured in India. For example, you are wearing a suit. The fabric, how it is manufactured. The yarn, how it is manufactured. How your spectacle is manufactured. How your lipstick is manufactured. Everything is being manufactured in this country. For manufacturing, they have to pay a manufacturing levy that is called excise. In fact, till 2017, I was part of Central Excise. Then in between, I had a different work. I qualified myself as an advocate, but I didn't register myself in the bar. But I came number one in my college, PL Madurai Law College. I finished. Department posted me in our tribunal, they call Customs Excise Central Excise Tribunal, they call. There one judicial member, judge equal to High Court judge will be there, and one technical member, the commissioner rank of the department. There will be two members hearing the cases, and advocates will be appearing for the parties. And I was posted to appear on behalf of the department. I will be a departmental advocate. Same black coat, everything. Tie alone will differ. For them, it's a white tie. For us, though I was not at all interested to become an advocate, I was forced to work as an advocate for 10 months in the department, right? But it's a heavy work. Suppose you are going to appear for 10 cases, all the files of 10 cases will be given only the previous day. You have to go through everything and you have to argue, you know. But the advocates may be appearing for one or two employees. In that way it goes. And then came the most important thing of the country, goods and service tax. It's a very great exercise. The politicians say haphazardly that is introduced. It is not like that. It was introduced in 2017 July, but we started training the officers in 2016 itself. 2016 January itself, we started training them. I was among the master trainers of GST. We trained state-owned employees. We trained central government employees. Central government, of course, they know central excise and service tax. State-owned employees, they are not aware of central excise. They were not aware of service tax. They deal with sale of goods. Sale of goods act they call, or VAT they call, luxury tax like that. They never ventured with manufacturing or service. Now they manage both the things. The government decided like that. Now state government officials also can manage central GST, and central GST officers can also manage state GST. They didn't address the ranks in between. I'm an assistant commissioner with IRS, but for them state government only joint commissioner will be conferred with IAS. So the deputy commissioner of sales tax is lesser than me, but he'll consider that this man is an assistant commissioner, I'm a deputy commissioner. One interesting experience, I'd say, it was a meeting organized by the state government employees to address the grievances of people. For that meeting, I myself and my joint commissioner was invited. They honored my joint commissioner in the stage. I was not provided the stage. But later when question and answer came, they invited me to the dais. I was there in the dais. One lady, she stood and asked, I have done a service before GST was introduced and raised a bill also. But I have received the payment only of introduction of GST. What I have to do? I have to pay service tax or GST? That was the question put forth before us. One deputy commissioner of sales tax, he said, since you receive the money only after GST, you have to pay GST. Then I said, shall I answer? Then he said, you are only assistant commissioner. I'm a deputy commissioner. Answered, what you have got to say? Then the joint commissioner was my colleague in mass training session. She said, when Nagalingam sir said, please keep quiet, let him answer it. Then I said, because these some sort of intricacies there that has to be learned. That's why people find it difficult to learn GST. Service tax calls for point of taxation. It speaks about three activities. One is doing the work. Another one is raising the bill. Third one is receiving the payment. Out of the three, the two things, whether it is before GST or after GST, that will be taken care of. Here, the woman finished two things before GST. Then I said, naturally, you have to pay service tax, not GST. After that, every question I only answered. So that was the happiest moment in profession for me, because it was a district collector. Everybody is there, and you are being treated like anything, and you are being allowed to answer for all the questions. So I was really happy about it. And the department, I should say, really, it permitted me to carry the message of GST throughout down south. So whether it was a college or school or the trade activities or villages, I was allowed to go and speak about GST. And I wrote a brochure on GST in English and Tamil. Two commissioners from Chennai and from Madurai, they published it and they distributed among the participants. So I had a happy professional life. I should say like that. I was a trainer in department also. Department never trains. But since I'm a trainer from JCI India, I use that knowledge in department also. So even now, I'm visiting our National Academy of Customs Excise and Narcotics at Chennai to train the officers. 2 months back, I went to a distant place to train our Havildars, head Havildars on gender sensitivity. You might be surprised why gender sensitivity should be handled. Since Nirbhaya cases are still alive, so we should have gender sensitivity. So I handle gender sensitivity for nearly 3 hours for them. Even for customs officers at Trichy, I handle them gender sensitivity. Customs officers at Chennai, it is not only soft skill training, but gender sensitivity is also very much important because it is a male chauvinistic society still, I should say. People still consider that because that girl is not wearing proper dress, I'm getting induced. No. Then what happened to the 4-year-old child or 70-year-old woman? Are they inducing? So our approach is not, she's also a person with flesh, blood, everything. We consider it as a property because it comes from the caveman. Earlier, if they fight over a particular village, they seize not only the properties, they seize women also. There is no incident that they seized men also. Men, at least in some part of the world, they did it for making them slaves. But for women, just to abuse them, they seized them. Why? Whether it is your wife or the enemy's wife, everybody is same. So gender sensitivity, still our country is in that stage only, I believe. Because in 1974, American Open tennis tournament, they decided men and women should be equally paid. But our British, they paid equal payment in Wimbledon only in 2017. Till now, the government of India pays to the government offices equally. But you can see an advertisement. It's a sales woman, we expect 10,000 rupees salary. Salesman, we expect 15,000 salary. But saleswoman will do better work than salesman. But why more salary? An interesting case went to Supreme Court. They said for a stenographer, woman stenographer, they pay less. Male stenographer, they pay more. Supreme Court asked, what is this difference? The company said, since we are incurring loss, we are paying like that. Supreme Court said, incurring loss, then you have to pay less for the men also. So we will not here to accept that, give equal pay to both of them like that. So still gender sensitivity is needed. I'm interested in that topic also. This is what my professional part is concerned.
Very, very interesting, sir. Very interesting. I really like it. And towards the end, you focused on bringing equality, working for equality. That's very rare. And it's very rare to see somebody standing up, a male person who belongs to the male gender or to, the masculine gender standing up for all the women and saying that there should be equality. That's very rare in India. And you're one of them, and hats off to you for that. Thank you.
Thank you. In every government office, there is an order that all senior officials' doors should have glass so that there shall not be any wrong thing inside. But none of the offices they implemented. Why? Government of India has ordered 15 years back. Still now it has not been implemented in many offices. So our mentality has to change. This is not by simple, but orders have to be there. POCSO Act has come. Now awareness among girl children are more. In fact, I am happy about it. But POCSO Act should create awareness among male, not female. That's what I expect.
Very true. Very true.
I make an allegation on the woman front. You may not agree because male do not have a dominant role in grooming the children. Only women are grooming the children. Women are grooming the boys. Women are grooming the girls. So women have to categorically deal with all these things while grooming the boy. The girl is also equal to you because men never groom children. They are irresponsible, I should say, including me. In the house front, only women folk are doing that. Now I do not know the latest trend, how it is. But mostly men, they think that I go for work, I'll do work, I'll purchase goods for the house, everything. But grooming children, they don't do it. Even if you ask a husband, what is your son studying? My son studying in TVS, right? Which standard? Which standard? I do not know. And who are his friends? No, no, no. Why are you asking all this? I have to ask my wife. Who are his friends? He has to ask his wife. What is his favorite dish? He has to ask his wife. This is the condition of a male. So don't find fault with male for this particular thing. The male chauvinism, even it is fed by woman fault. That is the pitiest part I feel.
Yes,
Sorry, I'm
to a
taking.
large extent, very true. To a large extent, very, very true. Yes. So now we'll talk about your childhood. How were you as a little boy? So as an adult, you're very mature, you're very, you understand how the world works. You had a wonderful time with regard to your profession, your family life. But we'd like to know your journey when you were below 10 years. Do you remember any incident? Like, what is it? What kind of a child were you? The mischievous one, the kind calm and quiet child? What type of a boy were you?
I was a very calm and quiet child. A loner. I was a loner, in fact. In fact, my father didn't take care of the family. Only mother took care of. They say male are the stronger sex, women are the weaker sex. I don't see like that. My father was not stronger sex, I should say. He didn't take the responsibility. My mother took the responsibility in the absence of my father. I used to say women are stronger sex. So I was totally a loner. I didn't have relations with my father at the time. So only mother, she was grooming me. She was a teacher. Uh, One interesting aspect, I have a strong memory where my wife used to say that. When I was studying third standard, I'm from the Tamil medium stream. But third standard, they introduced us small English words like jumping. We used to jump. If the teacher says running, we used to run. Shut the door, then we'll go and shut the door. Open the door, we'll go and open the door. This is what we have been exposed towards English. I used to go to my mother's house, which was at Madurai. We have a famous festival in Madurai that is called Alagar Festival. Uh, you will be surprised to know about the cause of the festival or the creation of the festival. One Thirumalai Nayaka, he was a descendant of Hampi dynasty, I should say, Vijayanagara dynasty. He found the Vaishnavas and Saivites there fighting with each other. So he brought a cultural fusion that the Vaishnava Kallalagar, I mean Perumal, will come to the celestial marriage of Meenakshi and Chokanada. Every year he will come. In between, they say the marriage is over. Then he'll get angry and go back to his place. This is the function every year happens. This was designed by one Thirumal Nayaka. It was a cultural fusion. After that, there was not much infighting between Vaishnavites and Saivites. So this function, I used to come from Arupakota to Madurai every year. My mother's house in a portion, a Taslar was staying. He used to address his child, a girl child who was studying LKG. In our school, there is no LKG, UKG. We were new to that, but since I went to Madurai, I happen to know all these things. He used to address in English. So once he asked the child, understand, baby? And she said, yes, Papa. Like that, she told. Immediately, he asked me, I mean, he addressed me like that. I'm from Arupakota. Do you know the meaning of understand? I told you, no, I'm little exposed to English. So under means it is below. Stand stand means you are standing. So in Tamil I say adil nindru, stand under, like that I told. He laughed like anything. I was not much irritated. But the LKG girl laughed. No, I felt very shame. The LKG girl laughed at me. And still I remember she was wearing yellow color inner garment. My wife used to chide me. Don't say inner garment. You say frog. No, I remember only the inner garment, not the frog. So then my memory, that's why he used to address me. You are an elephant. You don't forget. This is an incident happened at the age of it's not 3 years, 7 years ago. When I was studying third standard. But when I went to sixth standard, I started playing hockey. So no diversion, nothing. I never allowed to play in the street. In the street, they tie. As in Tamil, there are Pambaram, Kitty, Kundu. How to say in English, I do not know. All this, I was deprived. My mother didn't allow me to play. If you want to play, go to the school and play. Not this. So I was forcefully taken hockey, but that made me passionate. I was happy that when I was doing 8th standard, I represented my junior school team. I was very happy about it. So the journey went like that. But I am not a mischievous boy. I'm not a flamboyant boy. I'm very loner, calm, and quiet fellow. That's what my life, I should say. In fact, my life changed after marrying my lady love. After Malarkodi, before Malarkodi, I used to say. Before Malarkodi, if I say something to the conductor while going in a bus, the conductor will ask me 3 times again. The sound will not reach him. My wife asked me, don't you open your mouth and speak? Open your mouth and speak. Like that is used. After that, I became a trainer also. Later, she used to chide me. Can't you close your mouth? Always you're opening your mouth. Now, I used to ask, earlier you found fault with me that I'm not opening my mouth. Now you are finding fault with me that I'm continuously opening mouth. That's what I'm not able to agree. At times you open your mouth, otherwise you close your mouth like that. But there's a change I had from a loner to flamboyant person. Malarkodi changed me.
Where did you meet her? Where did you meet her?
I met her in 1981, August 31. I met her first. I never thought that she'll be my wife or she'll be my friend because she was one among the co-participants appearing for the interview. And again, I met her on 18/1/1982. She joined before I joined the department. I went only at 18. She joined 12,000. Then she received me. I was happy by her receipt. And the friendship started like that. But I didn't have the courage to tell her that why not we get married. I should not forget 7th November 1982. She came down to me and asked, will you come with me throughout my life? So that is the indication. So I didn't have the courage. She asked me, I said immediately yes. Because I was expecting, but how to say, I didn't have the courage. But the courage came from her. I immediately accepted. Okay, no problem. But I was also willing to have it. But ours is an intercaste marriage. So my father-in-law was not willing. So he had 3 hours briefing to me in Agnitirtham beach at Rameswaram. After that, he asked, now you don't like my daughter, no? No, still I like your daughter. And he said, nobody can change you. And after 10 years, he has told his daughter that even if you find a bridegroom, you would not be like this. You found a very good bridegroom. There were many problems before getting married because she was elder than me, 2.5 years elder than me. And she doesn't belong to my caste. Still, our society is a narrow society only. We speak a lot. But if the question of marriage comes, then we'll be like that. But the problem is, I allowed my son. We didn't have any entry towards caste in their certificates. Still, both the sons, we don't have caste in their certificates. I told my son, you love any girl, I'll come and talk to them. Any caste, no problem. But he said, you both, my papa, mother, you are simply lighting the house. You have a work. You find out a girl for me. Then what to do? Then I asked my wife whether we'll find a girl from your caste. No. She said only from my caste. Then from my caste, we tried a bride for him. Then he asked me, I do not have a caste mentioned in my certificate, and you are trying to find a bride in your caste. Is it good? Then I said, if I have to go for a bride, I should go only through the proper channel. But if you start loving, you can love any girl from any caste. You have not used the opportunity which was given by none of the father will be giving. I have given, but you have not used it. So we got him married a girl from our caste. But I gave the freedom. He cannot complain against me. You didn't give me the freedom. I gave the freedom, but he was not using it. What to do?
Yes, so that's very nice to share all of that. That's very nice, sir. And you're a very liberal-minded person, a very progressive person, progressive thoughts and views. That's really very nice. You and your Mrs. Mallarpuri also, very progressive at that time. And till now, you have this progressive mindset. Now people are slowly transforming themselves, but still Indian society has to change a lot They
Yeah.
have to accept a lot. It's too much. And there's lots of honor killing going on in the name of intercaste marriages and all of that. That's there, which has to be overcome. In the end, we are all human beings. In the end, we are all human beings, and nothing matters more. I think we would have seen this during the COVID time, that we all are just one, and the virus did not differentiate us
Yeah,
based
definitely.
on caste, creed, color, religion,
Any
or
calamity, you will not see a
location.
caste. Even if you get a war, you will not see that. Flood, any situation. It doesn't see that this caste I will leave, this caste I will punish.
Yes, sir.
Somehow we are.
Yes, sir. Yes, please. You were sharing something?
Somehow we have got indebted to the caste structure and other things. That's the problem. But Tamil Nadu, I feel it is little better. People don't use the caste in their name. That is because of one Mr. Periyar. They stopped doing it. If you go to other states, you can find people willingly adoring their caste name with the names also. In Tamil Nadu, they don't do it. Even in marriage invitation, they don't put it. So in that way, a little change we find, the reformation we find in Tamil Nadu. So credit goes to Mr. Periyar. And because of him, girl students started studying. Otherwise, even in the Brahmin community, if the girl is married to a boy and he died in between, he'll be tonsured, her head will be tonsured and she'll be kept in the house. But only after Periyar, everybody started going to the school, whether she becomes a widow or a girl. If you go by the statistics, we have got 72%. 72% woman education ratio, and Muslim woman ratio, we got 70% Tamil. But if you go to UP, it's only 42%. So that type of progressive ideas, this particular state has. I'm proud of being Tamilian.
Yes. So have you visited other states in India?
No, I never worked in other states. Because when I got my promotion to IRS cadre, luckily I got, we both, actually she's also same cadre, no? We both got posted at Chennai itself. She got retired in Chennai. I went back to Madurai and got retired. So we didn't have a chance of working beyond Tamil Nadu.
I mean, did you go for a holiday anywhere to any other state?
I like traveling. In fact, my wife likes it more. In fact, I should say her condition. At the age of 30, she was affected with rheumatoid arthritis. Every joint will have swelling. It is an autoimmune disease. If you go to the allopathic doctor, he will give steroid and painkiller. That is the only medicine. There is no medicine for that. So, after the death of our son, her saliva stopped, her tears stopped. They call it Jogran syndrome. With all these problems, her muscle become atrophic, left hand and left leg. With all these things, she likes traveling. We traveled, we went to Sikkim, we went to West Bengal, we went to Delhi, all these places, Kashmir, every place. In fact, I didn't take her to Andaman and of course Orissa and Western Rajasthan. Only these three places I didn't take her. Otherwise, we took her to all the places. She liked traveling. She used to enjoy with all her infirmities, with all her difficulties. Even she would not have died. With all her difficulties, she was pursuing her life. I'm a very lazy fellow. She used to shout at me. Whether you believe it or not, I used to have my food in the bed, write books in the bed, type computer in the bed. Yeah, if at all I am in the house, I'll be lying in the bed. Yeah. Only during the time of sleep, she will lie in the bed. Otherwise, she will sit in the chair near the bed. She'll ask me, "Are you not ashamed to lie down all the time?" But I was happy to lie down all the time. I'm so a lazy fellow. But if priority comes, I work. I don't, because when I was working with Satu, I mean, a place near to Koilpatti and Tirunelveli, I was a preventive officer. Every day we have to go for a raid for a particular factory. And again, the Panchanama statements, every aspect will come. So around 12 o'clock, I'll come back to the house. At that time, I got a call from JCI India that they need a manual, training manual for, I told you, the chairmanship and parliamentary procedure. It's nothing but meeting procedure. That organization, they conducted very properly. So they gave me 7 days. Within 7 days, you should send the book to us. And we found a printer in Madurai itself. So you get it printed and send it to Mumbai. That was the job assigned to me. I was very busy in the professional side. I used to come to house only around 12 o'clock. Then I'll take a bath and sit to the computer. And in the morning, I'll send the details to the printer. Printer was at Madurai. He was not at Sathu, 75 kilometers away from Sathu. And next day, again, go to the work. Night at 12 o'clock, come back and found out the draft, everything. 7th, 8th day, we have dispatched the book. So I'll work like that also. But I'm a lazy person. I should not say. Otherwise, I lie down on the bed. Aram say, lie down on the bed is my favorite. Even because of the interview, I'm sitting. Otherwise, I'll close the video and lie down.
How sweet of you. You're very honest and very simple, sir. You're very down to earth. Like, most of us would like to relax and take some rest. But I see you as a very active person, a proactive person, like, doing your best to overcome all the challenges, not only in your life, in the lives of others as well. And now what all you're sharing will give others a chance to also think about their lives, to be able to speak out and to be able to find out as to where things went wrong, how things could be set right. That's really nice. In spite of having fear, you face so many situations, even with regard to your profession. You've shared so many things. So that makes you all the more braver. That's really nice. I really enjoyed the way you shared all of that. So to me, you are an inspiration. And to many of the people out there, I just got to know all about you just now. And still, I just need to know more about you. But still, I consider you as an inspiration. Whatever you had that journey till date. But there are several people who know you and they consider you to be as an inspiration. They call you as Appa and they love you for who you are. Who is your inspiration? Is it Malapudi ma'am or is it somebody else?
Malapudi was the constant inspirer. Actually, I should say that in the house, I was an assistant commissioner. I was a trainer, but I never found my wife as an assistant commissioner in the house. I found her always a mother or wife. The changing role, it was very easy to her. I didn't have such a great changing role. She was a real compartmentalizing, like Americans we call. They say they don't carry the office job to the house and they don't carry the house friend chores to the office. She was like an American. If she comes to the house, only the house friend, what are things needed, but I'm not like that. And that way, she was an inspirer. And I told you, she had so many problems. With all these problems, 7 o'clock, she got up and take bath. If it is a leave, I'll go to the ground and come back. Even at 12 o'clock or evening 4 o'clock, I might not have taken bath. But whether it is leave, holiday, or working day, 7 o'clock, she'll be fresh with all her difficulties. She has to apply drops to her eyes 6 times, drops 2 times ointment she has to apply. Otherwise, her eyes will become clogged with dust and other things. But with all these inadequacies, she was the constant inspirer for me. Training front, I had because you introduced me while I have given 10 books in Tamil and 11 books in English. One, Mr. Professor Panchanathan, I should say, he was an English professor from Jamal Muhammad College, and he was a trainer from Junior Chamber also. His book inspired me. First, I have seen his book in 1994. I became a trainer only at that time. I found his book, Optical Psychology. That means it deals about the perception we have. That book inspired me. Why not? When this trainer writes, why not I? In NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, they say, if it is possible for Ramesh, it is possible for Suresh also. I started writing like that only. In fact, he is 15 years older than me. One day he came to me. He is a constant supporter for Nikhil Foundation. Everybody is calling you Appa, then I'll also start calling you Appa. But I used to call him as Appa. Kupudungappa. No, I don't mind, Pa. He started calling me Appa for nearly 4 months. I was not fortunate to hear it more. He died on the 4th month because of cancer. They found it while finding itself, it went to 4th stage. So within a month, after finding it within a month, he died. But such a lovable person, committed person, super trainer. I may use as many adjectives as possible. Such a great man. In fact, Nikhil Foundation lost a great soul. If he's here, then we'll go further strides. Such a great supporter. His name is Professor Panchanathan. He is from actually Trichy. He is not from Madurai. And he died at Bangalore with nobody is attending. Only three. His wife, his two sons were there. But daddy died in Trichy. More than 10,000 people would have gone to his funeral. Such a great man, lovable person. But again, you have to believe fate. I don't believe in fate, but what to say for him? Such a great person, being sent off only with a company of three, and all the three got corona because he died during the time of corona. They were staying in the graveyard for 12 hours. So all the three got corona also, got infected by corona. But he is my inspiration as far as training is concerned. Not only training, how to approach other person. Actually, first time I requested services to train our trainers, Nikhil trainers. How much honorarium I have to give? I asked him. You are doing service and you want to take everything with you? Will you not part with some service to me? No, sir, you are studying. Yes, I will spend money. I'll come by my car. I'll take a room on my cost and I will handle program. I will not take a single pie and go back. Who will say like that? Actually, I told you 6 to 8 we designed the program. First, we want to implement it. He said, no problem. RC School Trichy, you are implementing it. 10 months, he got us chance. 10 months, once in a month, we handle the program. Then only we found that, yes, this we can go ahead, the 6 to 8 standards. Such a great supporter, that man. But he's not a... So, two great supporters I have lost in between. Malarkodi and Panchanathan. Both of them are not now.
Yes, sir. I mean, their power and energy has entered you, and now you are an inspiration to all of us.
Correct.
So, now we'll come down to movies. Your favorite movie?
Movie. I told you I'm very simple person. Basha movie I liked. Nobody will like it, but I'm a fan of Rajinikanth. At the same time, I used to see Kamal Hassan's film also. Rajinikanth's out of Basha, I liked it. At the same time, I liked Mullu Malaram also. Mullu Malaram is a melodrama. It is not like a dance story. That film also I like. So how can I say? I like every movie, but Rajinikanth, grace is more.
Any dialogue from Badshah?
ஒரு தடவை சொன்னா 100 தடவை சொன்ன அது எனக்கு எல்லா குழந்தையும் ஒரு தடவை சொன்னா 100 தடவை சொன்ன மாதிரிங்கிறது எல்லாருக்கும் தானே. மற்ற எத்தனையோ பஞ்ச் டைலாக், எஸ் ஸ்போக்கன் மெனி பஞ்ச் டைலாக்ஸ், பட் தட் டைலாக் ஸ்டில் ஐ ரிமெம்பர்.
Super, brilliant, sir, brilliant. That's wonderful.
Swiftness I like because I also speak like that. Nowadays I mellow down my speech. Otherwise I speak fast. In fact, like Rajinikanth speaks, I also speak like that. So I identify with that. The swiftness in movement. Nowadays I got a fractures in both my ankles, so I'm not able to move so swiftly. But still I envy Rajinikanth. Even at this age, he is moving with so swiftness. And I should correct my legs and I should also move like that. So in that way, he has inspired me. Swift movement, I'm really inspired by Rajinikanth.
Yes.
Because it's not necessary that you will be inspired by only one person. There are many persons, many things. Training part, I got inspired by one, Sunil Kumar from Hyderabad. He's our very senior trainer. He's looking at travels also, but he's from, and he became a district governor of Lions, so international director of Lions also. Sunil Kumar from Hyderabad. One Bala from Kerala. One Professor Raja Govindasamy from Madurai. And one R.M. Ramanan, he is also no more. In fact, Mr. R.M. Ramanan, an engineering college professor, in fact. Like that, there are many trainers they inspired me. In fact, this meeting procedure, generally people consider it's a very dull process, dull training program. Neither the trainers like it, nor the participants like it. But I enjoy doing that program. Just 2 days back, I told you, I was in E-Road handling this program. Any meeting procedure, you might have heard about bill is being placed before Parliament, and it is getting converted into an act. Masoda will be converted into an act. For that, we call 7 steps in between. I mean, first you should get the nod of the speaker, and once speaker gives the nod, you can propose your motion, and somebody has to second the motion, and the speaker will restate the motion, and there will be discussion and decision will be taken. I'll compare this with, because you go by metaphor and simile, that's why you'll get things registered. This Masoda, how it is converted into act, it will be very difficult to get registered. At the same time, if I say like that, Nagalingam tried to get the attention of Malarkudi, whether with a bike or a new dress or taking bath, I tried to get the nod of Malarkudi. And I got the nod of Malarkudi. Then I didn't gain courage and we went and told, rather she told, I'm just explaining you. I gained the courage and we went and told Malakudi, I love you. I make a promotion. I make a proposition. I love you. And she also says, me too. So the motion is seconded. Then it has to be restated by the speaker here. This will be restated in the respective parents. So I will be stating with my parents, and she will be restating this motion with her parents. And discussion will be there in the house and this house also. And a decision will be taken. So love is being converted into a marriage. Like that, a Masoda is being converted into an act. Both are one and the same. Same 7 steps are there. So you'll never forget the 7 steps. You go only with Malarkudi. Attention of Malarkudi, got the attention, proposal, second, restatement, discussion, marriage, other decision. So I used to handle like that. I like to handle the programs like with metaphor and simile. We are able to, or if you use acronym or alliteration, like that SWOT analysis I told you, no? Strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. These are all technicalities in training program. If you use the acronym, they'll remember easily the acronym. Other things they find it difficult. Or we say in memory skills, observation, association, recall. I told you my incident at the 3rd standard. So that helped me to become a trainer in memory skills also. Naturally, it comes to me.
Yes. That's really nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm not answering any question of Crystal Rao. I'm speaking. Sorry, Crystal.
That's good. No worries. No worries. You're free to share. It's a natural session where, the natural flow is more better than the questioning part. That's really nice. So, sir, the next question coming up now is, how do you want people to remember you? And why should people remember Mr. S. Nagalingam?
People need not remember me, but I want to do something to the society. The reason behind us, for a company, the company is thriving in the society. It gets everything from the society. So in contract, when they say corporate social responsibility, you should do something to the society. I believe I draw salary from the government. Government didn't pay it from its pocket. Rather, it got it from the people, collected from the people and paid to me. So I have got a individual social responsibility towards this society. So with Nikhil Foundation, through the Nikhil Foundation, I'm able to discharge my individual social responsibility. So they don't need to remember me this apart or not. I don't mind, but I am enjoying this. I just went by walk. Now I'm going by a car. The reason is people's money. Government didn't get the money from heaven or hell. It took it only from people. So my entire life, whether to live with Malarkudi or grooming children, everything was paid by people like you. What I can give it in return? I cannot go and say that, Crystal, you paid this much tax, this much help I'll do. Ramsam, you do it. That I can't do it. But generally, if I go to a government school and do program for the school children, I am discharging my individual social responsibility to the people at large. So I am discharging my duty only. It is my responsibility to discharge. And I'm happy that I finished my professional role. I have finished my family role. Now I don't have a compulsion to look out for my family since Malakudi is not there. So now I'm giving my role to the people at large. That's all. See, you lead your life for a purpose. The purpose expects a satisfaction or happiness. I told you I had a satisfied professional life, satisfied personal life. Now I want satisfaction or happiness from the new role, that is empowering the underprivileged school children. That is my purpose. For that, I am passionate. People will ask me, the 1 year, we have covered 25,845 children from 45 schools. How you are frequently traveling? My age doesn't come in between. Only the children are coming before me. For them, I am traveling. I'm not traveling. I'm traveling for their sake. So I'm happy. I'm able to travel. Even with the fracture, I was able to travel. I was able to handle program. If I went there, then they'll say, you got a big plaster, sit and handle. No, I don't sit and handle. I'll stand and handle. I'll have swelling in the leg. Later, I'll go and rectify it in the house while sleeping. But I'll do like that only. So that you can do it because when you're doing something for others, they say serotonin is secreted. I don't literally find serotonin secretion, but it is said that when you support others, when you help others, you get serotonin secretion. Suppose you become depressed, you don't move with people. Doctors will give you antidepressant tablet. What the antidepressant tablet will do, that will help you to get secretion of serotonin. If you take medicine and getting the secretion of serotonin, whether it is good or if you go and help others, if you help unknown people and getting secretion of serotonin, which one is better? I don't want to go out, then you have to take medicine. I can go out, even if I don't feel well, I'll go out and do, I get serotonin. Because they say 4 enzymes, you'll make it always happy. Endorphin. If you do proper exercises, I regularly go to playing around in the morning, I'll play shuttle. I think I'm getting endorphin. And if you appreciate people, if I say, Crystal, you're looking very smart, you are having a very smiling face, and your approach is good. If I say like that, automatically dopamine will be secreted in your brain center. That dopamine is equal to the dopamine which is got secreted by narcotic drugs. You don't need to go to the narcotic drugs or psychotropic substances. Mere appreciation will help people to get. So as a parent, if you keep on appreciating your children, they'll get plenty of dopamine. And if you help your children, you'll get serotonin. And if you hug them in between, in Tamil we say, Kattipidi Vaidhyam Solo. You hug them in between, they'll get oxytocin. Again, a happiness sense. I believe in the 4 happiness. And I try to see that somehow the people around me are getting, including Crystal, getting endorphin, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. So Crystal, if she starts doing some workouts or exercise or yoga, she'll get endorphin. And if she starts appreciating people, they will get dopamine, but Crystal will be getting serotonin. And Crystal hugs some people, then automatically, it's not people alone. Even if you hug pet animal, you'll get oxytocin secreted. In America, they have a cow. If you don't have such a good relation with your family members, you can go there, pay money, and got serotonin secreted by embracing the cow. It is available.
Yes.
So my interest is these 4 enzymes. In my YouTube channel, I gave a PowerPoint show on this. Let people learn all these things. Let them get plenty of endorphin, plenty of dopamine, plenty of serotonin, plenty of oxytocin. Not only their life will be happy, the people around will be happy. In fact, I told 345 stories. I had tried to have it 365. I couldn't do it. Every day I used to tell a story, but I'll not tell the result. It is an open-ended case study. Let them decide what would happen. But for children, I have given 148 audio stories. That I will tell you the value of everything. That is available in Google. If you go to Google, type stories from Nikhil Foundation, stories for children from Nikhil Foundation, 148 stories you can get. If you go to the S.Nagalingam YouTube channel, you'll get 345 stories. And more and above, whatever idea comes, I'll speak in the forum. But also I'll do it. See, whether I'm able to, because when I got fractured my leg, nearly a month, I had to stay put in the house. What to do? So simply addressing the channel, so I'm reaching people. That way, somehow a loner has become a person who wants to meet people now. That is because of Malakudi only, not because of Nagalingam.
That's really nice. So is your feet okay now? Are you able to walk now?
Okay. No problem.
Yes, sir.
I don't know any other. I'm a retired person.
Yes.
Only you will have commitments and you have to present, but I don't have many commitments. Even if I have a commitment, I will say I have an appointment. I should thank Chidambaram for referring me, and of course I should thank Meena Raja also. Oh, so my senior and junior, they helped me to meet Crystal today.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Whether
you.
Crystal has become my daughter or not, that I do not know. But I consider Crystal as my daughter. She may have
I
a
consider you as my
different opinion.
guru, because you've explained so well. You've explained very well.
I
You're
consider her
a
as my
person
daughter.
anyone could relate to and get connected very quickly. For some, it takes time to understand the person, but you, in the very first session, when we meet you, you will get that warmth and that understanding from you.
No, actually, I cannot explain that feeling. Suppose 2 days back, I went to Erode, and a participant from there addressing my phone, Appa, did you reach safely? Sir, did you reach safely? That is different. Appa, did you reach safely? Appa, enough. Nothing. After that, whether did you reach safely or not, that doesn't matter. But Appa, really, I feel happy about it. The particular word really made me happy. Whoever calls me Appa, I'm really happy about it. That's why I told you, Panchanathan, more than 15 years old than me, he used to address me as Appa. I'm happy. A good relation. Huh?
Yes. I asked you about your feet. Is your feet okay? Your feet.
Feet, now it's okay. Okay
you're able
means
to walk?
still I'm not having a free movement like Rajinikanth does. Even after kidney transplant, he is moving so swiftly. But I'm not moving him like that. But I'm doing exercises for that. The feet, I'm doing exercise.
Yes.
Just one day before Diwali, I got fractured my left ankle. 2 years back, right ankle got fractured.
What is that one thing you love about yourself? What is that one thing you love about Appa?
Loving people. As you say, loving people, empathizing with them, and assuming my responsibility. That's why I told you individual social responsibility. With that individual, I start loving children, and I put myself on their shoes. So empathy. So love, empathy, and responsibility. I feel the core values of myself to be happy.
Now, sir, I'd like to ask you, you've been in the in this beautiful world for such a long time. Where do you think people should bring about change? In which area? Is it in the educational sector, in their mindsets, or maybe you worked in the government as well, where the change really has to be brought about?
You told answer in your question itself. Mindset plays a vital role. Suppose in self-analysis, we cover ask, attitude, skill, knowledge. Crystal is skillful enough to question the interviewees and knowledge enough to ask pertaining questions. But she has got the knowledge, she has got the skills. Whether she has to really do the work, there comes attitude. You are an expert in a particular field. You are highly knowledgeable, skillful. But are you interested to exhibit that? Here, attitude is, I want attitudinal change among people. Whether it is female, male attitude, anything that if you really have empathy towards fellow human being, if you are able to put yourself on the other person's shoe. Actually, empathy is communication skill, I should say. But we use it empathy as a value also. Though it is a skill, you should have an attitude to do that. Putting yourself on the other person's shoe is a skill, but for that, you need that mind. You need that attitude. So, if we have the attitude of putting ourselves on the other person's shoe, even male chauvinism will go. Yearning like anything, corruption will go. The government officer put himself in the person's shoe. So, chances of corruption becoming less. And the male chauvinism is becoming less. We'll treat female children as equal. And I am a rich fellow and he is a poor fellow. It will not be there if we empathize with the other person. So I am able to get these many facilities, but that man is not getting. Can I do something for him? So when you will do the individual social responsibility or corporate social responsibility, you have to empathize with the society at large. So one change I definitely feel, attitude. Specific, more specific, let people have empathy towards fellow human. That's my perception. I don't say this is only right. This is my perception.
Yes. Sir, would you like to share the most important accomplishment in your life? Like the wow achievement, or yeah, this achievement feels great. You've been into different fields. You're an author, you've been with the government, you have this Nikhil Foundation, and you're a trainer, JCI trainer, and all of that. The best achievement amongst all of them.
I got 4 children. Who is the best child? If you ask, how can I say he is the best child? Represented University Blue in hockey, best moment, I should say. And I worked as an assistant commissioner in Central and helped others to learn the subject of GST, best moment, I should say. And led a beautiful life with Malarkudi. It's a best moment. In fact, people say that Nagalingam Malarkudi ideal couple, but we fight with each other. Nobody knows about it. But the reconciliation will be fast. It doesn't mean that husband and wife will not fight. There may be, because conflict will be there. All the 5 fingers are not alike. Definitely conflicts. Yeah, woman thinks that if I share my problem, it will be solved. Fact. But a man thinks that let me not share my problem. That is also correct. How two things can be correct? Because a male is like that and a female is like that. The husband comes with a sad face to the house. Wife will not leave him alone. What happened? What happened? Why you are looking dull? Please tell me, tell me. But husband will never tell. But why wife asks? Because she feels that if the problem is shared, it will be hard. But husband thinks that it will not be solved even by sharing. But life has to go between these 2 guys. Totally different operating system, I should say. This operating system is something different. This operating system, throughout the world, it is like that. But how many families are get along very well? Very few families find it difficult to get along. So there also comes attitude. Whether I like it or not, she is my wife and he is my husband. Enough. Let me live with him. Let me live with her. So we can correct her. Everything can be done. So the most accomplishment at that age, played for the university, played for the district. It was the accomplishment I felt. And got a posting at the age of 23. I felt it was an accomplishment. At the age of 25, got married the lady love. I felt it's an accomplishment. And a trainer from centralized department, I consider as an accomplishment. And a master trainer in GST, again, I find it as an accomplishment. Having got 2 boys, accomplishment. So I don't specify one particular thing. And of course, an excellent trainer in junior chamber, accomplishment. You know, at the age of 64, still I am going to JC chapters. JC organizations, you should know, up to 40 only they can be a member. It's a young men organization, but still they call me. They consider me, I can still train them. So it's definitely an accomplishment. Next week, 7th, I'm going to handle the same subject at Salem. After the other week, I'm going to Ranipet to handle the same subject. They say, in South India, you are the best in this topic. I don't consider like that. There are many trainers. But still, they call me, I'm going. But I also feel that juniors have to take the mantle. How many days I can carry this? Yes. Sorry, I'm not able to say one particular accomplishment. Even to sit before Crystal and answering her question is an accomplishment at this age. Yes, that's really nice. Thanks for the smile. Thank you. Crystal, I like your smile. அப்பா இப்படி ஸ்மெல் பண்றா தெரியல. பொண்ணு ஸ்மெல் பண்ண போதும் இல்லை. I mean, you think you understand little Tamil? No?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now we like to know about your favorite quotation or a quote. Is it from Tirukural or Bardiyar? Which is that favorite quotation of yours?
So many quotations are there. One quotation, in every meeting we make use in the program. Actually, I told you we cover 4 subjects, but in the inauguration we cover one particular topic: no pain, no gain. Unless you prepare to undergo the pain, you cannot achieve it. That will be insisted by a story or anecdote or a life experience to the children. We ask all the children to sit in that. Otherwise, we have trainers to cover every 50 participants. We have a trainer. But the inauguration, we will ask all the children to sit, and I'll be addressing, or some chief coaches will addressing. We will be addressing them with this particular no pain, no gain. And if they are convinced, full day they'll sit. They don't mind sitting. So I used to address my chief coaches. Please see that they are convinced with that particular slogan: no pain, no gain. And one more thing we used to tell them: growth. For that, we will give a sticker also. I want to grow. That is an affirmative statement. We say, I want to grow. I must grow. I will grow. These are the 2 concepts we handle the children at the inauguration. No pain, no gain. I want to grow. I must grow. I will grow. This affirmative statement, we will give a sticker also. Let them stick it in their houses and affirm it every day. That is the first lesson we give from Nikhil Foundation. No pain, no gain, and a growth. So in that way, that though I like many slogans, this particular thing I like.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. It's a wonderful one. No pain, no gain.
No gain.
I like that. And I want to grow. I must grow. All of that, as you've shared, focusing on the affirmative.
The want should come from you. I want to grow. And is it a must? Yes, I must grow. And I am growing, so I will grow. So they call it as an affirmation statement. If you want to communicate to your subconscious mind, either you can do affirmative statement, or you can do visualization, or you can do meditation. In that way only you can reach your subconscious mind, they call. If it reach their subconscious mind, they'll try to travel in the path of growth. They may be distracted. They may be definitely distracted. There are many things to distract, especially gadgets. But if they believe in it, they'll automatically go in the path of growth. They'll stop. They'll have an escape velocity, we say. See, if you throw a stone, it will come back because of a gravitation pull. But the rocket doesn't come back because it has got a velocity of 11.2 meters per second square. Gravitation pull is only 9.2 meters per second. That velocity is called escape velocity. But I used to advise my children, have escape velocity in your life. It is not necessarily for the rocket alone. It is for you. You'll be distracted by games, gadgets, people, but you should go like the rocket. You'll not be distracted by gravitation pulls, and you should have perseverance. So I used to address them with 3 P's. You shall have a purpose in life, and you should be passionate about your purpose, and you will persevere till the last moment. If you persevere till the last moment, anything can happen. So 3 P's are, this will be addressed in the valediction. Inauguration we say no pain, no gain, and growth. Valediction we say that is 3 P's. Besides asking them feedback about the program, they'll say.
Yes, yes. That's really wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for sharing. Now the question is completely different. Imagine you have a time machine in your hand and we ask you to click the button to take you into the past era. The project for you is to relive somebody's life and come back. Whose life you would love to relive?
Somebody's life, not my life. I thought I want to relive my life with Malarkodi. At the age of 25, 23 to 25, we were loving each other. So 23 to 25, I want to live with Malarkodi. So somebody else's life. Why not my life?
So you want to relive your own life, that phase?
Yeah, I cannot forget that life. That's golden period. Such a lovable wife. And the man is totally a dependent person. And he likes the dependency also. Somebody takes care of him. He'll surrender to that girl. She took care of me like that. I never understood the magic. If I wearing the used cloth, I'll just throw it. But 2 days after, I'll find a ironed cloth from the bureau and wear it and go. How the thrown out cloth has been converted to an ironed dress, that magic only Malakudi knows. I don't know. In fact, I was not taking care about it. Many houses it happens.
That's a wonderful experience that you've had, and that's really nice. And yes, we wish that you get a chance to relive that beautiful phase. Yes, sir. Now, sir, there are many people in our lives who might have hurt us as well, who might have gone against our thought process, might have said something harshly to us, might have criticized us, hurt us. Have you been able to forgive them easily?
Yeah, even Nikhil Foundation, many people spoken ill about me. How can I continue this? And even this will go. That is the concept. Lord Buddha says, even this will go. So I don't mind forgiving them, and forgetting also. Let me not concentrate on those things. One person told just to earn money, he has started this foundation. It is his perception. How can he correct somebody else's perception? And the perception, you cannot expect that it will be to your expectation only. It will be different. That's why I told you, all the 5 fingers are different. Perceptions will also be different. It's like bats, flocks are different. Men are different. So they'll have different opinion. They may not have an opinion which is likable to you. It may not be likable to you. That means my name, everything will go to the foundation. So foundation charity activities also, I don't ask people donation. If they give donation, I'll accept. But I don't go and ask anybody, let me work. But I don't want to be a GST consultant also. There you cannot say, this man is good, this man is bad. I cannot say that I'll do it only for good people. I lived a life like that. So department is always right. So I don't want to be a consultant, though there are chances to earn more for the foundation. But of course, I can handle programs like emotional intelligence or stress management. I do program for Tamilnadu Paper Mills Limited. I do program for Ramco Siemens, some sugar factories, all these, but we keep it less. Our concentration is on the charity activity only. For that, we do little programs to get money for it. So in that way, we are able to do it. We cannot do it on a larger scale. It's not a problem.
Yes, sir. That's really nice. Thank you for sharing all of that. That's wonderful, sir. So friends, now we had a wonderful time with sir. There are still several questions left unanswered. I'm sure sir will give us his time once again for the second round of this session. We'll have a second part or a second interview with sir, getting to know more about his thoughts, his views on various topics and various aspects of life. For now, it is the rapid fire round. Please join us on this round to know more about our Appa. Sir, all would like to know your favorite color now.
Blue.
Blue. What's your favorite breakfast?
Idli sambar.
Are you a good cook? The answer
Yeah.
is yes. You earlier shared, right?
Yes. Actually, good cook means we have a recipe called a Virudinagar recipe. You just put chilies more, salt more, and oil more. They'll be very tasty.
That's really
so
nice.
My cooking, my children will like that most.
Yes. Would you like to share the secret again?
Secret?
The secret of cooking. You just shared it.
Cooking, actually. Normally cooking, everybody does like that. I use extra salt, extra chili, and extra oil. They will make you more palatable.
Yes.
We call it a Virudinagar recipe. There is a place called Virudinagar in Tamil Nadu. It is called Virudinagar recipe.
Yes. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate yourself with regard to forgiving others?
9.
When you were in school, your favorite teacher's name?
School favorite teachers means there are 2 teachers. Both are both were handling history. Though I am a max student, I was fond of history. One Mr. Ayakani and one Mr. Baradan. They taught history in a different way. They made me interested towards history even at this age. I'm interested in history.
Yes. Is it tea or coffee? Tea or coffee? What do you like? Tea or coffee?
Neither. Actually, I am fond of milk. Nowadays, since I'm going for a training program, I take occasionally coffee, tea. But myself and Malakudi, we take only milk.
Yes. The favorite day of your week?
Common traits between us.
Pardon?
Common traits between us.
Very
Between
true.
myself and Malakudi.
She must be really today very happy because you're remembering her so much and sharing so many things about her. In heaven, she might be really happy and blessing us today. Yes. Yes. So, your favorite day of the week?
Sunday.
Your favorite number?
Oh, during working. Now all the days are favorite. During working Sunday because I'll be simply lying on the bed. I don't do any work.
Yes.
I told you now, I fond of lying in the bed.
Yes. Your favorite number?
6. 6 is my favorite.
Anything
6.
specific like any birthday,
My
anniversary?
date of birth.
6th
My
of?
date of birth is 6th December 1959.
What's that?
6th December 1959. Oh,
6th December. Even I'm 6th December.
But I don't celebrate because Babri Masjid was later demolished on that date. That's why I'm not celebrating it.
But so anyways, now we should celebrate, sir. This year you better celebrate.
Because my daughter is also having 6th December. Let me celebrate daughter's birthday, not my birthday.
Yes. So the first time somebody has shared the same birth date as mine, that's really nice. So that's very, very nice to know. Your favorite snack? What do you like to eat, like samosa or, murkus or
I
vade?
like Udin Vada. Can you understand? Urine
Yes.
dal.
Yes.
Udin Vada is my favorite. Even if you give 5 or 6 or 7, I used to eat. Recently, we did a training program for our coaches. They asked me, Papa, what is your weakness about the diet? Then I said, Udin Vada. Then they said, you promise that you will not be taking it. So last month, I promised that I will not be taking Udin Vada in my life anymore. I'm losing my favorite dish, in fact, favorite snack. But I stopped eating it because of my children. Since they said, I just left it.
Yes. Your favorite sweet?
Sweet, especially the North Indian jangri. But I'm diabetic. I don't eat now. But I like the Kasi. They said when I went to Kasi, they said you are not taken Kasi Nasta. Your life is not fulfilled. They said, what is your Kasi Nasta? Then they took me into the streets and left me near a drainage. What is this? I was staying in a poor Kasi International Hotel and you are making me stand near a drainage. There one person was having a kadai and she was busily preparing jalebi. Then he brought a plate full of jalebi. I said, I took only one. No, sabhi jangriyon aapke liye, he said. No, in our area, we'll take 1 or 2 jalebis. No, sabhi jangriyon, we will take. Then he played another plate. No, I cannot take. No, a plate full of pudi. A plate full of pudi, a plate full of jangri you should take. That is the nasta of Kasi and your life will be fulfilled. But I have to say that I felt my life was really fulfilled at that moment. In 1997, it happened. I took a plate full of jangri, a plate full of pudi. I really enjoyed. Now I'm not. I cannot take because I'm diabetic. But that jalebi definitely still lingers in my mouth even now.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that incident. Thank you. Your favorite season, sir?
Season. Yeah, Tamil you may not be knowing. There is a film called Veil. That is sunlight. Arupukotai. It was the shoot was made near Arupukotai in my native place. My native place is called. I should say that scorching sunlight, scorching sunlight. That is all. No winter, no spring, no autumn. What I know as a person from Arupukotai or Madurai, sunlight. That's all. No season here. So I do not know. Since I do not know that, I never enjoyed it. Oh, autumn will be like that. Only I have read it in books, not in experience. They say Margali month, it is winter, they say. It's not. When you go to northern part of India and seen below mercury scale reading, Arupukotai winter is not at all a winter. It's all sun. வெயிலும் வெயில் சார்ந்த இடமும் we call it. So அதனால எனக்கு I do not know which season I prefer.
Yes, sir. So that's really nice. Thank you for sharing. How would you describe and explain a beautiful day just in one word?
One word. I mean, I should describe a day, particular day.
Yeah,
It should be filled with love, I should say. Love alone will make you move around. So I'll again simply lie down. Since I love those children, I'm getting up and moving towards them. Since I love those children, I'm getting up and reading books and preparing myself for the sake of them. Since I love them, I'm getting up and go and take some food so that I can move around. So love predominantly moves me.
Yes, so it's love. Yes.
Loving fellow human being.
Yes. Very true. So when you're alone, no books to read, no gadgets as well, nothing is besides you, you're all alone, then at that moment you have nothing to do but be connected to your thoughts. Where do your thoughts take you, past, present, or future?
Thoughts, almost future. How I'm going to handle the program. Planning is totally, we say past is a cancelled check, present is a gift, the future is mystery. But always we think about future. That is the problem for us. We think something and it doesn't happen. We feel it is a problem. But I think if it doesn't happen, I don't worry about it. But I should think, I should plan. Then how can I move around? I can think only about the present. Next Sunday, I have a training program. So I have to prepare now. But the moving factor is next week. So futuristic, I should say. I should be futuristic.
Yes. Do you like songs too?
I like
songs.
Songs. I'm not good at anything. I'm a useless fellow, I should say. My mother was a beautiful dancer. I cannot dance. She was a beautiful painter. She can pencil sketch a crystal by seeing her. She is a good singer. She is a good poet. Nothing I learned from her by observing. But I also learned one thing as a part of her. You might hear about the stories of Abhimanyu. When I was in her room, she was studying in diet, teacher training. She was there for 10 months. All those 10 months, I was within my mother's home. So I was able to learn teaching just by being in her home. So I'm good at teaching now. But I didn't observe anything from my mother and learned it. She's such a great exponent of many arts. Only thing, her husband was not all right. Otherwise, she was great exponent of many things. But I'm a useless son. I didn't learn anything from her.
So, but you're admiring her so much. You're admiring all her talents. So that's also a beautiful skill. You know, that's a beautiful way of giving a beautiful tribute to the person who gave birth to you. To respect
the saddest moment, son, mother, wife, I was able to come out. But my mother's death, 15 years it took for me to come out. Boys are attached to mother, no? Oedipus complex, they say. Boys are totally attached to mother, not father. And the father was no way around. Definitely, I was attached to my mother only. So 15 years it took. Because of Malakudi only, I came out. Otherwise, I found it very difficult to came out. I was reacting. Amma ille. I was reacting to all those times. At that time, I didn't read this book. 7 Habits are highly effective. It gave courage only after that. I read that book in only 97. I lost my mother in 85. Till 90, I'm on 95. Before reading the book, I was finding it difficult to cope up with. I never expected my mother will go away from me. She died at the age of 51. Still more 7 years left with for service. But she groomed both of us, my elder brother and myself. After that, she didn't reap the benefits. Both the children are grown. Both the children are working. She has to reap the benefits. But my father came back and he reaped all the benefits. Till 83, he was with me. He was lucky. But deathbed, my mother asked me a promise. Take care of your father. The person who didn't care of her, but she asked a promise. He has to be taken care of. No problem. Well, he is my father. So 83, till 83, he was with me only.
That's really nice to know that you
Such
have
a great
good
mother. I inherited that responsibility from her only.
from her. I get that. So,
Her
yes.
name was Rajavelu. Sounds like a male name. There are 4 women, girl children. So first children, they thought it will be a male boy. They named the child before it was taking birth, but she was a girl only. She was the eldest in her family. So Rajavelu, her name, Muthu Rajavelu.
That's really nice. She must be happy again from above. Today sharing the space with us. She's blessing us just like Malarkudi ma'am. Your mom also will be blessing us from above. That's really nice.
Thank you.
Yes. So towards the end of the session, before we go to the end of the session, the best gift that you've received till date?
I already told you, the love of Malarkudi. That was the best gift I received. I received many gifts since as a faculty and officer. Wherever I go, I get gifts. But the best gift, the relentless love of Malarkudi.
Yes, you share it at the start, right? Yes, I get that. So, towards the end of the session now, I would request you to share 3 gifts with us in the form of 3 beautiful words. You've inspired us right through the start till now. But nevertheless, we always put in a request to all the celebrities and guests to share 3 magical words that could empower us and build a beautiful future for all of us.
For you,
Apart from please, sorry, and thank you. Yes.
I told you now, purpose, passion, perseverance. Remember these 3 magical words in your life. If you are clear about your purpose, the way you go around will be definitely, you have a clear path. And if you are passionate, definitely you will be achieving your purpose. And if you have got the real perseverance, nobody can stop you. So I advise not only the school children, everybody I meet, have a clear-cut purpose, be passionate about the purpose, and persevere till the end.
Wonderful, sir. That's really a brilliant way to end the session with all of these beautiful sharings that you shared towards the end. Have a purpose in life, have a lot of passion, have perseverance, my dear friends. That's really nice. Thank you very much, sir. Looking forward to many more interactions with you in the near future as well. Thank you, Appa, for being with us today. Rombo Nandri. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. I'm really honored by this. And I got one more child. In that way, I got benefited by this international Fabtalks. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. My dear friends, with this, we come to an end to the International Fabtalks for today, dear friends. We thank Appa for being with us, for celebrating his life journey with us, such that we could learn a lot and we could also bloom the way he has bloomed right from day 1 till date. Stay safe, stay blessed. Do us a favor, share this video with the right kind of people. You never know who would want to listen to all of the sharings that have been shared today here on the International Fabtalks by our special celebrity and guest, that is S.Nagalingam sir. Appa, lovingly called as Appa. Share this video, let them also gain and benefit and reshare it. And if you like what the International Fabtalks is doing, stay connected with us, bond with us, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share this beautiful video. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.